Navigating music copyright for artists. Copyright protects original works of art and plays a big role in determining who's allowed to use what music. It also affects monetization, both on YouTube and elsewhere. YouTube can't give you legal advice, but a basic understanding of copyright can still be helpful, so we'd like to share a few key concepts. If you're interested in learning more, we suggest you check out the YouTube Copyright Center, do further research on your own, and consult with a lawyer. In music, there are two main types of copyright. The sound recording refers to the actual audio, whether you recorded it on your phone, in a garage, or in a studio. This copyright is usually held by the performer, producer, or engineer. The music copyright refers to the creative work behind the music and lyrics. This copyright usually belongs to the songwriters and composers. When artists sign with a record label or publisher, the copyright ownership may be slightly different. Copyright laws vary by country, so talk to your legal representative if you want to learn more about the specifics. Of course, not everybody writes and records their own music. That brings us to licensing. Licensing comes into play when using music that isn't exclusively your own, like recording a song you didn't write or sampling a sound recording or music composition from somebody else. There are many types of licenses, and they can vary by country. If you're looking to get your hands on a license or give out one of your own, the best course of action is to seek professional legal advice. It's also best to be careful when using sound recordings or compositions under the principle of fair use, since this defense is pretty limited. If you're unsure, talk to a legal professional as well. Tracking down licenses can be tricky, so if you're just looking for something simple like background music or a sound effect, try browsing the YouTube audio library. It contains a suite of royalty-free music and sound effects in one convenient place. Let's talk about covers. Covers of well-known songs are fun and a great way to get discovered. Lots of talented artists have gotten their start by recording cover songs before releasing their own music. If you are planning to cover a song, it's important to remember that most songs are owned under a composition copyright. But we created the YouTube Music Policies page so you can check which copyright holders allow others to cover their songs on YouTube. In fact, it may even be possible to enable revenue sharing on a video of an eligible cover song. After all, if your covers take off and help you accumulate a large fan base, YouTube wants you to experience financial returns. Sometimes after posting a cover, you may find your video flagged by Content ID. But don't stress. Wait, you might be asking, what's Content ID? Content ID is an automated system that scans videos for music rights held by various artists, labels, or publishers. A Content ID claim doesn't necessarily mean you have to take down the video, but the owner of the content in question may be able to stop you from monetizing it or monetize it themselves. It depends on the copyright holder's preference. You'll know if your video has been claimed by checking the Copyright Notices section of your video manager. Sometimes claims can be made in error, so YouTube gives you the option to dispute a claim if you believe it to be invalid. And if you work with a distributor or label, they may be able to submit your own tracks for inclusion in the Content ID database. Again, YouTube can't give you legal advice, but a basic understanding of copyright can be incredibly helpful when navigating the larger creative community. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.